Okay, so I'm Tamotsu, working with Atelier Bow-Wow, and I'm gonna explain what we've tried as to engage like refugee people in the way that I think I can think of. First thing is to know more about each character and each interest and the skills and hobbies or needs and desires of the refugee community. We actually had a kind of language barrier especially between me and the others. Like I cannot speak German, and I always needed a translation, and also several people's German is not so fluent. So in this sense, I thought communicating as much as possible with graphics or something very concrete or something what we can share is a really good way. So at first I started to draw my family's relationship and my hobbies. This is me, and I'm an architect as a job, and I can design houses, and I can do some DIY if necessary, and I can play bass guitar, or I want to swim, or I put some graphic infographics around me, and this is my wife, and this is my mother, this is my niece, and my niece can play soccer very well, but he needs to study, but I can teach somehow. My mother was teacher, so but she is already retired, but she can teach. So and I drew first, and I asked to other members, including the Christian students, but also refugee people, to draw in the same way, and we mapped all together and try to find whether we have a common jobs or a common interest, common hobby, or some matching between the needs and desires. For example, mother can do the sewing, and also Navi can make shoes. So I thought that would be really good for my nieces, shoemaking for the football, and also maybe repairing their clothes out of the very hard work. And then we also counted the number of how many times a computer appears, or how many times a drawing or appears, and then we also counted and double checked what is really necessary for it. This is one thing. Cool. Yeah, and another thing is I also asked everyone or refugee community people to draw their own houses in home countries, their home countries, and what I felt after seeing the construction site was it's really nice one, but it's a really nice one in a Western way. So I thought there might be some spaces missing, considering what they have, considering how they lived originally. So yeah. So and we found many things many people usually had two living rooms, and also it's a common rooms, but two living rooms, and one of them is mainly for guests, welcoming guests. But we found that current plan doesn't have such kind of nice common room, and many one says a bedroom can be smaller, and but living room should be much bigger, and they really respect the time with the family members or friends, and the time to being together. So in this sense, we discussed, and maybe we need a really some a big space, that so that they can use it necessity.
How do you translate like from this pieces of information, which is like speed ethnography or so? It's like you get everyone talking about how they used to live at home and whether they're like families or living conditions. How do you translate this into working on the community building here right now?
Community building. So these two, and also these two is like how to say, figuring out what kind of space or what kind of function is really necessary.
Yeah.
And I forgot to say this one. Like the reason why I asked to map not only the participants themselves, but also their families or their friends, is that like maybe there would have been some like a lot of like unspoken voices. So I assigned some little homework that like they talk to the family members and list up like what they want or like what they need or what they can do. So in this sense, like this is maybe I thought like this one is like not only like sharing the discussion, but also maybe I thought we can like collect much more like information out of it, and maybe we can be really precise about like what we really need. It's also work to extract like some like a hidden necessity from the like by comparing the like original lifestyle and like maybe what they will have as their new lifestyle. This morning I tried to like expand this notion into the public space. So this is like a trial to draw the how the like a marketplace of their home country was. This is Iran, and this is a three different like a historic one and a relatively new one, very new shopping mall in Iran. So I'm trying to figure out how come like a small food truck kind of thing. If it's like a movable, I also think that maybe we don't have to be only in the site.
Yeah, sure.
So and